Hello, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. I'm your host, Courtney Bloomer. Today's show is brought to you by Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness. Are you looking for a new look? Wanting to change it up a little bit for the holidays? Stop into the salon at Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness and see what kind of great styles they can come up with for you. Visit them online at paradisesalonspawellness.com. Joining us on the show today is Diane Hansen. She is here with us from Proscenium Players Incorporated, who are putting on a reenactment of sorts.
It is. It's a stage play reenactment of the original 1938 radio show, War of the Worlds. So it's H.G. Wells wrote the original book, War of the Worlds, and then Orson Welles decided to play a little Halloween prank on people October 30th, 1938, and pretend the world was being taken over by aliens.
And this was an actual thing. This caused some panic.
This was an actual thing. He got his team together in the studios, did sound effects, background noises, produced a fake radio broadcast for the news, including big band music and all of that, just like it was normally being played out or would be played out if it were real news. It was the first fake news.
Fake news. War of the Worlds was kind of a pivotal piece of history and sort of a bit of Americana, because this really stirred up people. And like you said, it was the first fake news. Mm-hmm. What you guys are going to do is really similar to that, because you're going to put it on as a stage play, but this is also going to be broadcast on our local radio station, KNVC.
Yes, absolutely. It'll be rebroadcast on KNVC 95.1 FM. But the audience who attends our show, which is the weekend before Thanksgiving, the Friday and Saturday before Thanksgiving, can participate in the radio broadcast just like everybody else. So there'll be audience noises, crowd panic noises, all of that. It's going to be so much fun. We're doing it without an intermission. So we're going to do a straight through hour. And before, we'll have the bar open to get everyone loosened up.
All right. This is happening, like you said, on the weekend before Thanksgiving. That is November 22nd and 23rd.
Yes.
Where do people get tickets?
So you can get tickets by going on the Brewery Arts Center's website. You can also go on the Proscenium Players Facebook page and look at the event, War of the Worlds, and you'll be able to click on the link to buy your tickets.
All right, so Proscenium Players Facebook page is just Facebook, just search Proscenium Players?
Just search for PPI Theater.
All right, and it will come up,
yes.
And that is where you can get the tickets.
Yes.
The show is taking place in the evening on both days.
Yes.
How are you handling the broadcast? Is it going to be like the first night is going to broadcast and then the second night is going to broadcast?
So we're recording both nights. So both nights will be recorded. So anyone who attends either the Friday show or the Saturday show will have a bit of themselves in the broadcast, guaranteed. And then the show itself will air on KNVC after it gets all edited together and beautiful.
All right, that sounds very exciting. Tell us a little bit about who came up with this idea. What was the plan?
Well, our director, Teresa Rez Martin, actually loves this concept, and so much so that she actually pulled stills from the original 1938 broadcast, black and whites, that'll be on screen behind us as we're performing. So it's very historically accurate. It includes a lot of the historical bent to it, but Rez plus the PPI board decided to pull this together. It happened October 30th, so around Halloween, so it was a Halloween prank. And so we're pulling it together as a post-Halloween prank.
Right. It kind of missed Halloween, but it is coming right up. It'll be kind of a fun thing to have happen here before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Where does this production compare as far as like the length of it and how it's going to reach its audience?
Well, it fit into a really tight radio hour. So back in the 30s, we didn't have TV, we didn't have anything that we have now, we had radio. So families would gather around the radio to listen to music together, to listen to radio dramas or radio melodramas. So radio melodramas were common, but what wasn't common was for a radio melodrama to masquerade as a news broadcast. And also not to interrupt the melodrama often with a station identification. So at the front part, it says that it's the radio network, and maybe about 3/4 of the way through, but they probably should have done a station ID maybe earlier. It was true mass pandemonium. If you look at newspapers, people were freaked out. They really thought that the Eastern Seaboard was being attacked by aliens because it was so real. So it fit into that whole radio melodrama type era, but it did something that people weren't used to, and it caused real panic. And Orson Welles just saw it as a big joke.
All right, hopefully we don't have panic in the streets here on Carson City on the 22nd and 23rd of November. If you're listening to KNVC and you hear a news broadcast that aliens are attacking, don't worry about it. It is just the proscenium players putting on their very own reenactment of War of the Worlds. Diane, thanks so much for being here today to tell us about it.
Great. Thank you, and we're pretty used to fake news now, too.
All right, thanks so much. It's going to be a really fun show, and we hope people will check it out.
Absolutely, hope so. See you there.
And thanks to all of you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. Today's show was brought to you by Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness. If you are looking for a fun salon experience, check out Paradise Salon, Spa, and Wellness. If your business is interested in sponsoring a future edition of It's Your City, please contact Darla at the address shown on your screen. Thanks for joining us. I'm Courtney Bloomer. We'll see you next week.